Hello, my name's Kevin McCoy, and I'd like to show you a HatchRite CP50 that I'm rebuilding right now. The electrical part's about 2/3 done. I'm rewiring all the controller. I've replaced the controller with just the original Wattlow controller, which is this guy right here. And this controller is actually fairly smart, so it already did most of the control functions of the maintaining the temperature and humidity in the unit. I've replaced all the motherboard with these solid-state relays. These are DC solid-state relays here and here, and this is an AC solid-state relay which controls the heater. This one controls the humidity, which I'm going to demonstrate in a second, and this one controls the water pump that keeps the humidifier filled with water. So I'll do another video later on that shows how everything all works. We got a flip-flop relay here which controls the roller motors, the egg rollers, and it flips them back and forth clockwise and counterclockwise. We have the power supply for the pump and a power supply for the sensors, the temperature and humidity sensors that this unit has. This is the actual sensor. This is a Omega HX93C temperature and humidity sensor. The sensor is this little silver dealy right here. I've put some Velcro, which I haven't peeled the sticky bit off, but that will fit inside the unit on the ceiling of the chamber. And this is all the electronics inside. These black things are where the wires come out for the sensor wiring. Anyway, one other feature is I've replaced the humidity generator that did not come with my particular unit. I got no humidity generator at all. So I built this one. This blue box is actually a box that kayakers and people on boats and what have you put their cell phone and other water or things that they don't want to end up in the drink. You put them inside this little box, and these flip latches keep everything dry. Well, I'm flipping it around. I put water inside the box, and this black thing is a ultrasonic fogger that people use in aquariums and herpetariums and whatnot. Also, I added this float switch here, which controls a pump which will fill up, keep this water level at the right height for the ultrasonic fog generator. These two fittings on the top, I drilled holes. These fit your the kind of pipe you use for sump pumps. You can get it at Home Depot for about the pipe itself for about 15 or 20 bucks. You get one of these fittings. You can also get another fitting from Home Depot, and I used electrical conduit nuts to screw them on, and I took a Dremel tool and ground off the plastic so it didn't protrude down into the water, and then I used an old inner tube as a gasket. So I just cut the piece of inner tube off and put a hole in it, and so this nut will have a good seal on the top of the box. The box itself already has a rubber seal which keeps the fog inside, so let's do a little quick demo of the humidity generator. Now on a HatchRite you have a humidity input port and a humidity outlet port. So there's actually two hoses that go to your HatchRite. So the air positive pressure goes in one side, and there's negative pressure on this one, so humidity will, or fog will come out of this side. So let's go ahead and turn it on. You can get these all these parts off of eBay. So also the you can see the let's see, let me get some compressed air and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so I got a compressed air hose here. and you can see how this would work in normal operation. So it puts out quite a bit of humidity. The power supply for the thing is this little wall wart thing. That's unfortunate because the HatchRite wants to turn the power, 120 volt power on and off for this thing. This is a switching power supply, and it doesn't like to be turned on and off. It takes about 5 or 10 seconds for it to actually turn on once you apply 120 volt power to it. So that's why I use those DC solid state relays to switch this power on and off, because you can do that quite quickly. Now the cool thing about this humidifier is it doesn't make any heat. The fog that comes out is the same temperature as the water. You can get replacement discs for the ultrasonic fog generator, which only costs a few bucks. The disc in the thing should last a year or two. I built this particular one after the commercial humidifier I was using died. So this one is rebuildable. Also, it's really easy to get to the parts by just opening the latches. So I'm pretty happy with this design. So those fittings on the top directly fit the plastic hose. I don't see my hose in here, but it's the same hose that you would put on a sump pump to pump your basement out or your pond or whatever. And it's fairly cheap, and it also happens to fit the fittings on the HatchRite. So that's about it. I'll show you another video as soon as I get the HatchRite running.